A top 25 flash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. About to kick it away and get this season started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The give is to Williams. There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Wow, how about the stop-start speed? That reminds you of Napoleon Kaufman or Bishop Sankey, Myles Gaskin, great Washington Husky running backs of years past that just made defenders look silly because of that stop-start ability. This dude has some wheels.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Makes the catch. It's Williams. Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The give on the inside. Across the 25. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. And the Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. He's up to 41 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Handoff from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. And here comes the field goal unit. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run it. Runs through a tackle. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk. And this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help him out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
Takes the handoff. It's Davidson. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time.
Oh, he's got some space. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Nice poise by the quarterback. Here's a big 3rd down throw, and you want to push the ball vertically down the field, but if the defense takes it all away, check the ball down. Get it to your running back and let him go do the work and move the sticks for you.
Jukes his way for more. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to the ground. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Johnson wants to throw it. He's going for the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Coming out with it, it's Green. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to put...
Turning it on! Touchdown, Washington! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Bringing it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Power football with the run. Got to first down and more. And the Tigers will move the sticks. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium. But sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that.
They run down the hill, and a lot of times they don't stop, Reese, because they keep the tempo and they keep the foot on the gas, and that's what Clemson's kind of built this offense on is tempo, trying to wear you out, and they slip in the run game and the quick passing game and the running QB and so many things to look at.
He now has 61 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. Breaks into the open. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
From the gun, running back on the move. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Johnson looking to throw. Grabbed on the outside, it's Moore. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They need 7 more yards to reach the end zone. It's 2nd and goal. Motion from the wideout. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
And the field goal unit is on the field. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Field goal is good. And guys, after that field goal, brand new ball game, all tied up. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Wisconsin is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Camp Randall. One of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Illinois. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They go to the counter. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. They tried to run the counter, but absolutely nothing doing.
And those counter plays take a little longer to develop sometimes. You're usually pulling 1 or 2 guys, and that penetration in the backfield can kill you, can get to the running back before he gets started.
Jet sweep headed to the edge. Looks as if he'll get it up to about the 14-yard line.
And that's great defense to stop him short of the 1st down. It's so hard with a guy that fast to create the right angles, to make sure I keep the ball inside, and then everybody's got to run to the football. Great job by the defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Williams looking for a man. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Washington sends out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. They'll start this drive from the 42. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 1st down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Turns it on down the left side.
careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick six.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Now, guys, when you're talking about Clemson, everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jason.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. They'll run it from the gun. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Second down coming up. Johnson wants to throw it. That's caught. It's Moore. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a crease. It's Davidson. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hit. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Williams will pass. Fires to the big fella. Still running at the 40. It's the same wide open. Still on his feet. Run out of bounds just before he can get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Tries again to get it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now third and goal. Trying to run it in. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Johnson looking to throw. He lets one fly deep. Passes incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here late in the first half. They're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Complete downfield. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, Clemson.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Johnson wants to throw it. Got his man. There he goes. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Man, listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Still on his feet. Unloads it downfield. He's got it inside the 25. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes the catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
Really good job on the defense being disciplined. They sneak the running back out. You see it. Keep outside leverage and go make us tackle in space on a guy that's used to breaking tackles, used to making plays.
Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. They go to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
On third and goal, they'll throw it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Trying to find the end zone, and he's going to score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Number 6. Halsey in the end zone.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Running to Green.
Runs it out to the 34. And the Clemson offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Handoff to the lone back. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quarterback adapting. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Johnson looking to throw. This time on target. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They thought maybe they could get the defense flowing the wrong way on the counter, but they were not fooled.
Get them flowing one way and then maybe hit that outside on the other side, right? But they didn't even let it get outside. They kept it right in the middle of the field, did a great job seeing it, going and getting it, being aggressive. You got to find a different way maybe to attack these guys, to use their speed against them.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Got his man downfield. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Johnson wants to throw it. It falls incomplete and will change into the field to get things started back up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you can tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, he'll throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lawson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time and get to that first down marker.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's almost as if the defense knew that jet sweep was coming. Great job getting penetration at the point of attack, and they were in the backfield, nowhere for the receiver to go.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab past the marker. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Williams looking for a man. Bringing the heat. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Off-play action on 1st down. Throws to the back. It's complete. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Off-play action. Finds the tight end. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
You got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Going up top again. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Johnson looking to throw. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Huskies. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Lining up to add another. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Wisconsin is currently trailing, but if this young star powers a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners Allen Amici and Ron Dane among the greats to play in Madison. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Illinois. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Here's the pressure. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Fires to the big fella. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. If you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are in the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To the ground with the back. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but
Touchdown, Husky! And the pummeling has started.
Yeah, the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. He's going up top here late in the game. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. The give is to Williams. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they
get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. And the returner will be brought down. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. They'll leave it with him. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Johnson wants to throw it. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Fourth down and 12 is 4-down territory for this offense. They'll run play action. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. You work all offseason for that, the chance to take a knee and punctuate an opening victory to this season. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, Everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a